Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Speaking, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. I'm Platter, series of videos I do for a little while. I go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff that time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. This next thing that I'm going to be reviewing sounds absolutely delicious. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there, I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yam around about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck, and whilst I'm doing all that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my brand new, boom, Scream at the Sky shirt. I really like this shirt. Love the graphic. If you're unfamiliar with the band Scream at the Sky, they've been around for a little bit now. I don't know exactly when they started, but I became aware of them in 2023 through their bassist, a dude named Jeremiah. He went over there. I knew him from another band that I'd seen live, and we ended up being Facebook friends, and he went over there and he hit me up. He was like, hey, dude, I know you like fucking good music. And he's like, I'm in this other band. I think, you might like it. So I checked out their stuff. I really dug their vibe. Just very cool, very positive energy. And so, about a week ago, the time I'm doing this, exactly a week ago, they were over there. They were about 20 minutes away from my house on tour. And I was like, yeah, dude, let's do this. So I went out, got to see them perform. Really loved their set. Thought they were awesome. Picked up some merch. Got a couple pictures with them and everything. Even went over there, took some video of their performance. Those videos are on this channel as well, just in case maybe you want to check them out. If nothing else, I'd be happy to point you in their direction, because I think they're a really good band. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Well, it's been a little bit, but I happened to check out, boom, Penn Station East Coast subs. This happens to be their Reuben sub, but we'll get to that, folks. What with this being a sub sandwich review, I do have to preface it with three things really quickly. Number one is that for over 2 years now, time I'm doing this review, I've been going on sub sandwich adventures. And what that means is, for over 2 years now, I've been going out to basically every place that sells sub sandwiches, and I've been trying them out. Whether it's fucking chain locations, delis, Walmart, what have you, gas stations. If they sell a sub sandwich, I'm going to try it, I'm going to review it, and I'm going to post it to my YouTube channel. And that's where number two comes in, because not only do I post it to my YouTube channel, such a nice guy, I go over there, I also post it specifically to its own playlist called Subs for Subs. That playlist is just for sub sandwich reviews, so anytime I post up a sub sandwich review, it's going to end up there. At the time I'm doing this, I have over 100 sub sandwich reviews, but this is where number three comes into play. Maybe that's not enough for you. Maybe you're greedy for sub sandwich reviews. It's okay, folks. All you have to do, wait until Sunday. Why? Because Sunday is SUBday. That's the day when I go over there and I upload my sub sandwich reviews. Every Sunday since I started doing this show, I have gotten in at least one sub sandwich review. Typically I do two. So if you're waiting for that sub sandwich goodness, I'm just saying. But anyway, so yes, this is their Reuben sub sandwich. It's got a thing. Which consists of slow roasted corned beef, sauerkraut, Swiss, and then your choice. Do you want Thousand Island dressing on it? Of fucking course I do. It's a Reuben. And then I got it on the multi-grain bread, and it's one of their hot subs. So I just got through reviewing their turkey bacon ranch sub, which is one of their cold subs. So I want it hot and cold. So let's take a look at this. Now it says multi-grain. I asked for multi-grain on both of them. But the turkey bacon, they went over there and they gave me white, so hopefully they got this one correct. It looks like they did from here. One thing I'll say about their subs, they're very compact, like compared to like other chain locations. And I mean, there's something to be said for that. They're very mouth-sized as a result. Okay, we're good. We're good on the multigrain. Let's take this out. Man, lots of sauerkraut on that. Not that I'm complaining. I'm German, so, I dig the crowd a bit. There you go. Alright. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty sexy, folks. Boom! It looks like this. Can we get a thing for the thing? Ha It's all the stuff. All right, let's try out Reuben sub sandwich. Can I don't want to get a bunch of stuff on my... There we go. Gotta... Corned beef is good. Very salty. But also very meaty. And it's almost got like a little bit of a tanginess to it, which I'm guessing that's just, from the sauerkraut. Yeah, okay. It's not the best corned beef I've had, but, I can get down with it. There's so much to be said for a Reuben in any form. It's such a weird combination of things that probably shouldn't work together, but it does somehow. You got the meatiness and the saltiness from the corned beef. You got the sourness from the sauerkraut, and then you got the tanginess from the Thousand Island. That's the thing of beauty right there. And I'm going to say this right now. It's not my favorite interpretation of a Reuben that I've ever had. I've had some really good Reubens. Hell, at one point in time, sadly, I had to end up deleting the video because I fucked up the review. But I went out to a place in Chicago. I bought myself a $20 Reuben sandwich. And it was like the best Reuben I've ever fucking had. This is not anywhere near as good as that, but it is still very good. It's hitting all the notes that I want to hit. It's got that identifiable Reuben taste to it, albeit slightly tweaked, from what the normal package and stuff. That was pretty much bound to happen. Oh well. It's meaty, it's tangy, sauerkrauty. I like it, man. That's a good sub. The only thing I'll say, I wouldn't normally do, because it's one of their hot subs. I don't know that I would normally have done this as a hot sub. I kind of think it works better cold, but, because I have, was it Mr. Submarine maybe? I think I reviewed a Reuben sub from them or something like that. Because obviously warming it up, it does change the flavor profile of the meat and stuff a little bit. But, I mean, that's just tasty. Yeah, and maybe, and I don't know if they would do this as a cold sub because it's one of their hot subs. Only thing maybe I would do is I would maybe ask for it cold. See if they were willing to do that, because I think for me, I like the flavor profile of the cold corned beef a little bit more. But still really fucking good. 2 questions have to be asked though. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I'm gonna go with yes and yes. So far, I have not had a bad sub from Penn Coast. But, and I've mentioned this in my previous review, I do really like their stuff. I think when it comes to chain locations, they definitely are some of the best in terms of like the quality of their subs. However, I don't know if I'd put them quite at that upper tier. Like, at least not in the top spot. I think for me, Jersey Mike's still kind of wins out. But Penn Coast, they are more than respectable. Like, they're kicking the shit out of Subway and Jimmy John's. Even like Potbelly, which is, more of a local one. So I try to root for them, they're local. I would admit, they're definitely better than Potbelly too, even though I like Potbelly stuff. I mean, there's a lot to be said for it. They put their subs together nicely. They're clearly using good ingredients. Excuse me again. There's nothing to dislike about that. And I think for me personally, even though, again, the flavor profile of the Reuben might be a little bit different than, I'm kind of used to, it is still really fucking tasty and good. And, yeah, man, I mean, fuck it. Sometimes I want a Reuben, and if I happen to be a sub shop, I'd get this again, for sure. And if I'm going over there and recommending it, it's kind of one of those things like, what are you looking for? Do you want like a proper Reuben? Because this isn't going to give you that exact experience. And if you've never had a Reuben, I'm going to suggest you go to like a proper deli or something like that. Get yourself a real Reuben. But again, this is kind of, you're at that place, maybe just limited options or something like that. It'll do you in a pinch, and it will be very tasty. It's not exactly that straight Reuben profile that, again, you might be used to at a deli or what have you, but it is, again, very identifiable as that Reuben flavor. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there and have yourselves a truly Reuben-tastic rest of your life, because man, a Reuben is a good time, I'm just saying. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do can't do all the time. I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we find ourselves in, those situations where we have to deal with said bullshit, it's important that we go over there whenever possible. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, maybe you're going to go over there, maybe you've got a favorite Reuben spot, right? And maybe you're going to be like, Brandon, I go to this place called Bill's Reuben Emporium in Pawtucket, Missouri. Sure, that sounds like a thing. And it's the best fucking Reuben this side of the Mississippi and blah, 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 blah. Play it up. First of all, always feel free in the comments section to go over there and play up your spots, man. Because that's what I'm all about. I love fucking going over there and, that's why I have an entire playlist called Eating Out Illinois, because it's just local spots. So I want to hear about that stuff. I may never get there, because I'm kind of local to my area, but I still think it's cool. And if nothing else, like, what's your opinion on the Reuben? It's a classic, but it is divisive. Not everybody's into it, but most people I've talked to are. Even my friend Joe, who is not. He's a very picky eater. Even he's like, I don't get why I like it, but fuck do I like it. So, I'm just saying. Anyway,